G'day everyone, this is Luminus,
And this is Golerath.
and this is Tales of Mel-Lenxia, and our first tutorial video for this server. What are we looking at today, Golly?
Well, we are going to be looking at the admin quest system.
Okay, and this is quests that players can hand in for administrators and get rewards. Is that
Yes.
correct? Yep. So tell us where we are right at the moment.
Well, currently we are in the boat in Letherial.
Okay, and this actually has nothing to do with quests. We just want to show you Letherial, basically. Show you a bit of what MelLenxia looks like. And there's Golly there, looking very
AFK.
Magey, he's looking very AFK. But that's a mage's outfit. Golly's the head mage in Tales of Mel-Lenxia. And here's one of our NPCs. Anyway, this city is called Letherial, as we mentioned. And it's one of the first cities we built for Tales of Mel-Lenxia. Actually, Golly built this one. Gol, could you tell us a bit about Letherial in terms of, you know, the story of Tales of Mel-Lenxia?
Well, Letherial is where the Emperor resides whenever he's here in this region on business or affairs, you know. And it's also has a number of shops. There's even a player bar where another administrator named Merc holds a lot of RP events, drinks. You know, if you come to check out the server as a guest, be sure to hit up the bar and get a free drink.
That's for sure. Merc's bar is actually one of the favourite spots for citizens in MelLenxia, and I mean the amount of RP that happens there is phenomenal. It's great. We might even do a tutorial later about how to survive the night in Merc's bar because it gets pretty rowdy sometimes. This is the Letherial Palace, and as you can see, it's actually being rebuilt at the moment. There's a crane there because a few weeks ago we had a world event where meteorites struck MelLenxia, and one of the meteorites just flew straight in here and bang, straight into the side of the palace.
Quite a bit of damage.
Quite a bit of damage, but they're slowly rebuilding and they're just moving resources up in there to rebuild it. So that was a great RP event. We had players searching for meteorite chunks and bringing those to the mages, the Society of Mages, to investigate. Anyway, back to quests. We get a bit sidetracked. There's so much to look at. You just get sidetracked. This here is the Letherial quest board, and this is where a player would come or a citizen would come to find out what quests are available. Now, Golly, can you talk us through how to read a quest board?
Okay. Well, we'll have a look at this sign next to this one, the gold one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay. The W is for wanted. This is how much is wanted, so required. 1 gold in this case.
Yep.
For every 1 gold you hand in, you'll get rewarded, that's what they ask for, with 10 iron and 1 favour.
Okay. Can you explain to us what favour is?
Well, favour is used kind of like reputation.
Okay.
And it's used for buying permits such as housing permits, anywhere up to mansion, towns, even city permits.
So the more favour you have, basically the more you can do.
Yes, as well as later on there may be other things that favour are required for.
Okay, cool. So let's say the player has collected, well, see the limit for this quest is 10, so let's say the player has collected 10 gold. What would they do then?
Well, the player would then enter their warp to their vault. So
okay, so we've actually set up a test vault. We'll explain what a vault is in a second, but so just bear with us. But this is how a player would warp to their vault. This is a secret vault number that only you as a player knows. This is just a test one, so it's no one's personal vault number. Okay, so as you can see, we have just warped to our vault. This is what a typical player vault looks like. However, they can be expanded through doing quests, and also we have premium vaults on offer, which can be purchased to help raise money for our server costs. And they are absolutely huge, and they have lots of chests and lots of goodies in there, so it's worthwhile checking them out, and we might show you one a bit later. So Golly, explain to us what a vault is for.
Well, basically a vault is a safe location for players to store iron, rare blocks, anything you wouldn't really want to leave in a chest in a wild.
Yep. And in terms of quests, what can we use vaults for?
Vaults are used for admin quests, which are quests that give favour.
Okay.
And the way a player would do that is to go down to their quest chest and simply put in the amount of items for the particular quest they want to do.
Okay, so we're doing, as we said, the gold quest. We know that 1 gold equals 10 iron, and we can do 10 gather quests a day. So what we can do is put in 10 gold, and we've finished our limit of quests for the day. So what we'd do is we would leave that there, and then what would we do?
Then the player would look up at the lever, and it would be flicked into the on position.
Just like that. And that's, as far as the player is concerned, that is the end of handing in a quest. That quest is handed in and ready to be collected. What we're going to do now is show you from an administrator's perspective how this quest is collected, just to give you an idea of why you need to flick that switch, why it's so important, and why it's so important to leave in the correct amount of items. So where are we going now, Golly?
Well, we're going into the admin tunnels, which is basically a bunch of tunnels with redstone torches and signs. Each sign represents a player's vault. Excellent.
So take us through the mind of an admin who is collecting quests in the admin tunnels.
Well, the admin would warp in, they'd go to the floor they want to collect quests on.
Yep.
They'd walk down the tunnel and they'd be on the lookout for a red light next to the signs.
Just like this one.
As you can see, this is our test vault and the red light's on. So the admin would look at that, they'd note whose vault it was, then they would walk through just under the sign.
So once the admin's gone into the player vaults, what would they do then?
Well, the admin would first check the player's quest chest. He would note what items have been handed in and reward them with the appropriate reward.
So this player, who was us, obviously did the gold quest, and they've done 10 of them, which is their limit for the day. And so the reward for that, for 1 gold you get 10 iron, so the reward all up is 100 iron. So they would then place that in the chest. Then what would happen, Golly?
The admin would then go up and flick this little lever. This turns that redstone torch off out in the admin corridors on the other side.
Exactly. And then the admin job doesn't finish then, does it? What happens after that?
Well, next the admin would log on to the forum and open up the favour page. This is where the admin would edit the favour page and add favour to the player.
So we'd find out how much favour that player would have earned from doing those quests and add it to their tally. And that's how players build up that favour to do more things, to build towns, get permits and things like that. So as you've seen, that's how quests are done in Tales of Mel-Lenxia. We think it's a really quite a good system actually, because it means that players can do quests and hand quests in regardless of whether an administrator is on the server. And it also means there's a quick, easy way for us to go through and just collect all those quests in one go. And we're quite proud of that system. Apart from that, we've said everything that we need to for this tutorial video, and we'll leave it there, but we'll hopefully be doing a few more in the near future. So from Luminus, goodbye.
And from Golerath, goodbye.
See you in MelLenxia.